You know, I'm gonna just FaceTime her.
Literally just opened it as you were calling it out.
Bro, I see this shit when I logged in. I said, what the fuck they got going on?
I know, but I heard that some of the perks got, what would you call it, nerfed, and then some of them got improved, but we'll see.
No, generators are gonna take longer to fucking fix.
Why?
And then the killers is gonna be a little faster with breaking down the walls and generators.
Error.
Says you left the party.
It said there was an error.
Let's send you an I'm gonna join your party. Let's see.
Everyone will see me be white. Do I really want to be caught at?
And then that once we get unhooked from the once a survivor unhook us, we get endurance already, and then a speed boost, I think. So I think they probably got rid of borrowed time.
I wouldn't doubt it.
Cause I was over here trying to join yours and it wasn't letting me. Hold on, let me try.
I'm playing with one of Gap's kids. That's what I would. They joined and I was like, "Hell, man." He was like, "I'm not old," and I was like, "Wait a minute, you're not Gap." And he was like, "Yeah, I know, I was a kid." And I was like, "I figured as much," but they were all, "What's up, Majiki?" And I was like, "How do you know me, bestie?" I was so dead. Is it letting you join?
No.
What the frazzle dazzle big dazzle? They never see me be great, like.
Okay, they changed brow time up a bit, but not really. We just keep, because it used to be like, I think 8 seconds for the endurance, but now it's 10 seconds. And then the speed bonus, like, so like they could like haste is for an extra 10 seconds. So they're giving us a speed boost with borrowed time.
There you are. But wait, then Bro. Why is my game bugging out, actually?
I think it's probably going to be doing that all day because, you know, they just updated.
They could at least give us one round, bro. Okay, I'm joining you. Don't do nothing. Are you kidding me? Please stop. It's like not letting me do anything now.
Do you think you should try and restart it?
That's what I'm about to do. I'm just gonna join your session from here. So now. It's probably because of this fucking update, the old Attack on Titan update they decided to spring on us.
Oh, right, that part.
Man.
Bro, this is a crazy update.
They had about 5 seconds to put me in a match.
I want to see, did they change any of Michaela's?
Girl, people get on my nerves, specifically this one girl. So, let me spill the tea.
Should I stop streaming?
Nah, because this is for all of those dramatic, I want help, but I don't want to put in the work for the help people. This is for you, okay? Because this is what you sound like. This is how stupid you sound, okay? So I'm all for mental health advocating, obviously, because I'm a psych major. Like, that's what I'm going to school for. But there's this one girl that I've been to school with since middle school. Bro, it's not available anymore. But we went to middle school and high school together. We were friends for a long time, and then every group kind of just fell off except like one of us. No, she was like put all of her business on Facebook, on social media, all of that. So she doesn't have mental health problems. We're not saying that's ever the case, but the end goal of the story, just so everybody knows, is if you're not willing to put in the work, shut the fuck up complaining about it, okay? So right now, I'm gonna give you a little background. Bro, it's not gonna let me join. I'm just gonna try to work.
Okay.
But she always will post about like, oh, I'm so depressed and I'm always going through shit and nobody ever cares, nobody ever really is there for me, and I have fake friends, like blah blah blah. Meanwhile, this whole time, us, who was her friend at the time, on her, we were seeing how she was doing and what we can do to support her. Keep in mind, we're middle schoolers and high schoolers at this time, so we're all just trying to figure out our own shit, okay? So, I don't remember why or how, but we all just stopped talking to her, and it was most likely because of her, like, always saying, like, oh, people don't ever care, I'm just so depressed, why does nobody ever care about me, is what it was always coming down to. So she gets older, we're all older, obviously, we're in our 20s, our young 20s, and I always encourage people to have their whole phase. I always encourage you to do it before you try to get into a relationship that you're wanting. I always highly encourage that whole phase, whether you're sleeping with people, whether you're just talking to a bunch of people, whether you're just running game on a bunch of people. I highly encourage it for everybody before they are in a committed relationship, because it makes a difference. So she meets this dude, her sneaky link, obviously. She does not know boundaries, okay? She doesn't know boundaries. She doesn't know the difference between, like, friends with benefits and we're just fucking, okay? So she was under the impression that she had a friends with benefits, which could have been the case. But from all the shit that I've been looking at, it doesn't look like that. So she ends up getting pregnant. She's pregnant right now. And this was not my final straw, but like one of my, like, bro, please get the fuck out of my Facebook and everything else type shit, okay? So keep in mind, this whole pregnancy, first she was like, the first part of the pregnancy, she was like, my baby daddy's so great, like, he's always checking on me, I'm so happy that I have such a supportive baby daddy, and it turns to my baby daddy isn't shit, fuck him for sleeping with other women, fuck him for not being here during my pregnancy, blah, 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 blah. So now, I'm like, okay, it's very obvious that y'all are not together. And she's one of those people where it's like, I want to have a family, but I don't want to put in the work that I have to get through the shit that I need to. So now she's posted on Facebook, like, I'm currently hospitalized right now, and I'll be here for a couple of days, possibly till I give birth. I'll be here alone most of the time. I've had complications with my babies lately, and I'm going through so much just to bring these girls into this world. The doctors are constantly asking me if my mental state is okay, and it's not. Truthfully, it's the worst it's ever been. Obviously, because if you get pregnant before you find out the root of your mental health issues, whether it be you need medication to regulate your emotions, whether it be you just need a therapist, rather than posting on social media to seek attention, which is what it is. Now, I'm not saying that she does not have mental health issues. That is not at all what I'm saying. But I'm saying there's a difference between having mental health issues, putting stuff out there to make people aware and getting help, versus bitching and complaining about your situation that you're in that you've been complaining and bitching about since we're in middle school. You kind of...
Yeah.
There's a big difference. I will use myself as an example. I myself have been going through mental health issues since I was younger, okay? For the longest time, I myself did not want to do the work. I didn't want to have to go to therapy. I didn't want to have to be put on medication. But I was also complaining to my friends, not saying it was a burden because they are there for me, the friends that I still have. I'm not saying that I was being a burden to them, but it doesn't help their situation if I don't want to do the work. But now that I am older, I am doing the work. I'm actively looking for a therapist because, as you and I know, I have started medication lately. So there's a difference between wanting to advocate for mental health and actually asking for help and doing the work versus bitching and complaining your entire life and not trying to do the work. So her thing is, she thinks that life is going to magically get better after she gives birth to these twins, which is not true. Because after you give birth, there are the possibilities of postpartum depression. Hormones are going to be all over the place after you give birth. And overall, I, along with a few other people who know her, think and believe that she's highly unfit to become a parent right now. You can't just bring kids into this world and expect them to be the change in life that you needed. Now, bro, who the fuck is already over here? Why is the killer over here about me? Oh, it's the doctor. He's on somebody. He's on somebody that's on me. I'm running. I'm leaving. I'm running. Oh, my pad cover fell off. It's the loose one. Bro, he's trying to slug us. And I personally have reached out to her recently, to see what I can do to support her. Why is the doctor letting me come back? Bro, where did homie come from? Doctor is actively chasing me. He literally came from dirt. I'm not making this up. The man came from nowhere. He wasn't behind me, and then suddenly he was behind me. But what's that thing you just sent me?
All the perks updates.
Ooh, I'm gonna look at that later.
All the ones that they changed. The one that made stronger, the ones that they made weaker for both survivors and killers. Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'm gonna look at that.
Why is my screen like this? What the hell? Bro, not my screen being stuck like this.
Screen, not your stream.
Hmm?
I thought you said your stream was stuck.
Oh no, my screen. This is all I see. And I'm supposed to be loading into a match. This is ridiculous.
It finally loaded me into one.
I think it's because not everybody's playing on it since it updated.
I would say maybe later it would be better, but...
Bro, not my screen being stuck like this.
Screen, not your stream.
Hmm?
I thought you said your stream was stuck.
Oh no, my screen. This is all I see. And I'm supposed to be loading into a match. This is ridiculous.
It finally loaded me into one.
I think it's because not everybody's playing on it since it updated.
I would say maybe later it would be better, but I feel like